Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Pack of Geeks Podcast, the committee episode. I don't know what the fuck it is because I haven't been here in forever.
22.
Is it 22?
22.
Yes, it is.
I like that though, because the wild card taking charge.
That's right. You got wild carded today.
Expensive microphone.
That's wild card.
That's an expensive puzzle box.
That's the microphone. That was the image of the puzzle I'm trying to put together. You son of a bitch. Give me that shit.
Oh, it's broken.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh,
No, it's not. I didn't do that.
I already did that.
That wasn't me.
That was me.
All right.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
So yeah, like we said, episode
Oh,
22.
God.
Today's topic is going to be superheroes. Favorite superheroes.
Maybe.
But we'll get to that in a minute.
Maybe.
First,
Maybe.
a word from our sponsor, Subway. Eat fresh.
Eat fresh.
They didn't pay me at all to say that, and I will never get shit from them. But it is a preemptive ad.
When's the last
Subway.
time any of us have
Do
eaten
you see?
Subway?
I ate it the other day.
I
It's
eat
in the-
Subway literally every
Well,
single
it's-
day.
it's in the food-
Wednesday through Sunday.
It's in the food court of the place I'm working at currently. So
Yeah, that's why it's really
$4.99.
Quit playing.
Sponsor us.
My bad. Yeah.
So,
Sponsor us.
I guess.
everybody,
Trying to put
what's
a
been
puzzle
going
down.
on?
Not much. What's up with you?
Fucker. No, Richard, what you got, homie?
What do I have?
Yeah, what have you been up to?
I got Sean Marsh, man.
So not shit then. Tom?
I'm seriously regretting not icing you the last 4 fucking attempts that you thought I was giving you.
If I had to do it on camera, I'd lose my shit. I'd be like, no.
Kayla, go to the liquor store.
Yeah. Here's a $10 bill.
I am the liquor.
Buy as much straight
I am the liquor.
I am the liquor, Randers.
Bow in the air, Randy. No, okay. Alright.
Oh my God.
Stop.
This has turned into a Trailer Park Boys appreciation episode.
Non sequiturs
Absolutely.
are already out of control. We need to stop.
Absolutely.
This tune's dead. Alright.
Shit has derailed so far.
So Richard's tried to do the jerk off challenge where you take out sleeping pills and try to get off before you fall asleep. Hasn't worked yet.
It hasn't worked.
Is
He
that real?
hasn't won yet.
Yeah, it's real.
That's real?
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
You can also use it with a bottle of NyQuil. It's like
I've
down a
never
bottle of
done that.
NyQuil and see how long you last.
On the record, never done that.
I got things to do like
It's I'm seriously considering it's like that's sounds like fun. It's entertainment, man.
It's like, because then you either get to come or you get to go to sleep.
Exactly.
So it's one of the two.
or both.
You win
Or both.
either way.
It's a win-win-win, son. Come on.
If I...
Washing machine and dryer in house, don't pay the water bill. What the fuck am I worried about? Come on. Oh, I'm ashamed.
Maggie,
Come
what
on.
you been up to?
What have you been doing?
Oh, let's see.
Okay, no, all right. It's while you extrapolate your answer. In all honesty, it has been a hell of a fucking weekend.
Yeah, your schedule has been so fucked.
It's been goddamn ridiculous. It just, yeah. Anyway, stress.
How much
Last
sleep did
2
you
weeks.
get last night?
4 hours maybe, and that was after a 10.5-hour shift. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it was. Yeah, 10.
Dude, I did that on
It was
St.
an
Patrick's
11.
Day,
It was
man.
an 11.5-hour shift actually. Sorry, I took a nap in the middle of there, so it was like almost like it didn't count.
That's fair.
I didn't actually. I wish I had. It was oh fuck. Anyway, yeah, it's been pretty dumb. Stress, random bullshit at the hotel. We also had St. Patty's Day weekend, which was extra ridiculous. rword.org. It's just so stupid. Just this town is its fascination with St. Patrick's Day is just so obnoxious.
Dude,
It made me a lot of money, but at the same time,
yeah.
I wanted to like kill every single human
Yeah,
being.
yeah,
So.
exactly.
I had a great time. No one showed up at my work. It was
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because they were all downtown and
Yeah.
at Tom's work.
go fuck yourself. Yeah,
no one's buying video games on St. Patrick's Day.
So
Here's the problem: is you had
For
St.
last
Patrick's
weekend.
Day.
Yeah, St.
You had
Patrick's
both
Day.
concerts, some more Stay in the Time and Grand Funk Railroad.
Valley of the Vapors.
You had
More-
Valley of the
yeah,
More
Vapors.
Stand the Time was amazing.
You had Valley of the Vapors,
More
and
Stand
you
the
had
Motherfucking Time.
More
Rebel
Stand the
Stakes.
No, all right. So you have Rebel Stakes at the racetrack. You had, which is the second biggest race at Oklahoma for the year. You have St. Patrick's Day, which is a huge, ridiculous, dumbass like deal here in Hot Springs. You have Valley of the Vapors, which is a local indie artist scene. You had Grand Funk Railroad. You have Moore's Day and Time, both doing concerts on that weekend. You had the last weekend of standard Texas spring break, and you had the first weekend of standard Arkansas spring break.
Yeah.
All of that shit
All
at one time.
clusterfucked into one.
It was Jesus Christ.
It was
the last
a hell of a night.
last 2 weeks have been really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I ate at the Avenue, and John Hader was right next to me.
I met
Yeah,
him
very
at
nice.
the
Did you?
parade.
You did. I've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I had my buddy served him beer, and it was hilarious because he walked up and he goes, "Hey man, what beer would you drink?" And he was like, that I have here? I guess a Yingling. He goes, "Never heard of it." And when Alex went to hand it to him, John Hader goes, "Ha! Psych! Lying!" And he said that it was the most awkward thing he's ever had to deal with.
That's
So
awesome.
he just handed him his beer and went,
That's
$3.
awesome.
And John Hader handed him $3, and he went, "Please go away."
Get out of my town.
I really wish I had noticed him before he had left. Like I kind of noticed him after he kind of left the area that we were at. But I was just gonna be like, Benchwarmers is your best role.
You'd probably be like, "You're right."
That or School for Scoundrels?
Athlete.
Speaking of rword.org.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that, and then of course you could hear where Joey Fatone was the whole time because the only car he was in kept repeating "bye bye bye" 25 fucking
I was
minutes.
gonna say, does he have his own personal soundtrack? It's always just playing his
But
own music.
I don't know what John Hader did, but at least Joey Fatone got out of the car and was like high-fiving people
John Hader,
and handing
he was-
people like
John
beads
Hader
and
was-
shit.
He was he began the parade. He
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went out and did the kissing babies, shaking hands.
All my
But
friends,
this year, not as dope as last year because everywhere we went last year, all the way from me and Kayla had to park at the convention center.
Rick
All the way
Motherfucker.
from the convention center
Ric
to
Flair.
craft beer cellar last year, all you heard was
Woo!
"Woo! Woo!" And I was like, yes. Everywhere I looked, people throwing fours up, and I was like, dope.
Yeah.
'cause I heard all my friends that went to the parade said that when Joey Fatone came by, they were like, "You're the best Backstreet Boys." and he was just like, "Fuck off."
Why y'all lying?
I got paid more to be here than you.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
It was fun though. It was
Port Fatone.
it was like my whole fascination of it was I kept looking down and just the sea of litter,
Oh.
Oh,
and it was all cleaned up within like
3 hours.
yeah,
I legit left Fat Jack's
like
at
it's
3 o'clock in the morning.
amazing.
Walked up the road back to my bar.
Yeah.
It was clear
I
the
don't
whole way
understand how
until
they
you
do
hit
that.
Maxine's, and then it started to get a little dirty. And once you hit Copper Penny all the way up to Core, it was just fucked.
Like, I
Litter,
don't know if they
cans,
just, like,
green shit everywhere. And
pushed
then
it all,
I
pushed it all up.
gutter.
I did something, and then all I know is the next morning I got there super early and it was already gone. And
yeah.
Sam got there at 6 a.m. to get something out of the bar, and she said it was already gone.
Yeah, I don't
And I
know
was
how
like,
they do
what?
it. Because it was
when
like
did it happen?
Which is amazing because I still had green glitter on me yesterday.
Yeah, you did. And that's after how many showers? Like,
Yeah, right.
fuck.
Yeah, I was like,
Jesus.
"Tom, you got some green glitter on your cheek."
What are you
He's
talking
like,
about?
"Dude,
I
glitter."
stood.
He's like, "Is it green?" It's like, "Yeah."
Don't let Tom
Dude,
fool
that
you.
Saturday, I legit stood in the shower and just sat there for like 40 minutes. And I was just like,
just letting it.
I don't want to move.
Yeah, don't let Tom fool you. Tom shits green glitter
Every day.
Every day.
Nick, what have you been doing?
Trying not to kill myself.
Fair enough.
Which was today's alternate podcast topic.
Yeah, we were asked today what we want to do, and I said, "How about hypothetical suicides?"
It's I like how you said
hypothetical suicide.
Yeah.
If I'm going out, I want Logan Paul to film it. So, let's go. At least it'll get him banned from Twitch.
No, I've been working in Little Rock, so I've been having to drive an hour.
I don't miss that drive, man.
there and back every day.
Caleb
back
doesn't miss
again.
that
What?
drive.
Tell.
I'm
Working.
I'm sorry, Ricky.
Every day.
No.
Trying to make money. Gotta spend it all on bullshit.
Especially that mall. 'Cause there's nowhere fucking good to eat.
So yeah, that's my life. Is nothing wild about it.
Yo,
Same old shit every day.
SSDD.
I've just been watching these fuckers play a way out. and it's been fucking great.
It has actually. That's
Fun.
that,
Other than like the shittiness that's been the past 2 weeks at work of just how busy we've been and how much of a clusterfuck Thursday and Friday was. Other than that, just watching you guys play A Way Out, and I've been playing a shit ton of Fortnite and doing nothing but that. It's been fun.
You're right. A Way Out's definitely been a highlight.
I haven't watched it.
Of the last
I haven't
few
watched it
weeks.
yet.
Still gotta go pre-ring for
It's so
Far
fun,
Cry.
man.
It's a cool
I'm so
concept.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I know. When this
it was
wraps up,
$30,
I have to go
so-
pre-ring.
Not terrible.
It's
How
so-
long is it?
6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
We're almost
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
we
dope, dude. You need to play it.
In fact, I think by the time this podcast comes out, we will probably
Be done with it.
with the game.
It won't be done press select wise.
Yeah.
No,
But
yeah,
you will be done playing.
Yeah.
Yes, we will definitely be
Definitely.
done playing it, either tonight or tomorrow night.
All right. Before we start our topic,
Yes.
Kayla, quit vaping over there. We're trying to do a podcast. Keep it down. God damn it. Step
How about
up.
that?
How about that?
Looks like a rapper's video in here.
It's
Getting all
like a T-Pain video.
It's
hazy.
The video just gets hazier and hazier.
it's
Just
to be fair, it's not Cody levels of vaping during the Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, to where I'm just
because you just hear just like Ricky's like driving and it's just he's Darth Vadering over in the corner and it's
Jesus.
so audible.
I just want
I think a
to
couple of the way outs are like that
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, probably.
I just want to pick on Kayla since she's here with us as well.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kayla.
This is like the fullest house it's been.
In a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
But before we get into the topic, you can find us on Facebook.com/PacoGeeks, and you can give us a like, and you can go and look at all the wonderful news and videos that we post for you every day. Because did you know that if you go to YouTube.com, you search Paco Geeks, there's a new video there every day that we're doing, and for the next couple days, 2 a day. So
And next week, 3
3
a day.
You have no
Almost.
reason to miss
Jesus.
them.
No,
So just go subscribe, hit the notification button, and get it all at once.
I love you.
And let us
Please
know
do
what
it.
you do.
Yeah. Please,
Leave us
Also-
a comment, leave us a like, subscribe, and tell us what you want us to play.
Also,
'Cause then we'll do it.
check out our sponsor, the Great American Challenge. You can look it up on Amazon. They're great. They work for everybody. Trust me, they're huge. Everybody will love it.
so best.
Jesus.
I'll just
But-
put it on the screen, hashtag not an ad.
Not really.
No,
not
but you
about
need
it.
to put a picture of a Great American Challenge. Definitely not our ad. But the topic of today. First, Tom, beer me.
That's fair.
Tom's on his knees.
I know, but he's still beer bitch.
You can get
Yeah, you can get up and get that. He's an
I
old man. Why don't you actually show him some respect?
I accept
Some
your
respect.
You put some fucking respect on his name. All right.
But topic number 1, and possibly the only topic of the day.
It guaranteed the only topic.
Favorite
The only one we've had
superheroes. So, we'll start with Richard, and we'll work our way to
Why
me.
me?
Because you're never prepared, and I gotta hit you with it real quick.
Hey, guess what? I was prepared anyway. Captain America.
Why and for
Chris
when?
Evans.
The Chris
Okay.
Evans
He's
Captain
a-
America?
Yeah.
That's the iteration you like of Captain America?
Actually, I've always liked Captain America. Just
Okay.
'cause, he's like the opposite of. Well, he's Superman, but more vulnerable. Can't talk.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
I never.
Vulnerable.
Well, no, yeah, he's like a more like down to earth Superman to me.
What was
That's why I
your
like him.
What was your first iteration of seeing him?
Yeah.
Like what's the first thing that you remember?
World War II? I just remember watching like a documentary about comic books and seeing Captain America and being like, that dude's dope.
Okay,
So,
that's fair. I would say like my first.
So
I-
you're a late bloomer.
yeah.
That's yeah.
well, I'm gonna
Comics
say.
in general,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say that as a kid though, my first I remember.
Spider-Man.
Well, I was a kid when I saw
The animated
that,
series?
so. I watched
Yeah, was
History
he in
Channel.
that?
Yeah, couple episodes.
I don't know.
He was more specifically he was in X-Men.
I think he was
yeah.
an X-Men.
He was an
I
X-Men.
was gonna say. I guess okay. Then, yeah, that is true. I guess I did see him in that. I would say like the first time I really paid attention to him was he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yep.
like because he was actually a decent hero, and I was like, hey, Captain America, that's
What's
kind of dope.
what?
Did you know that's the PS2 version of that game is $60 at my store right now?
It's a hard find.
The Xbox original one is only $27.
Yep. But no, it's like with Cap though. It's like my first real I knew who Captain America was because of Marvel, Marvel vs. Capcom, like the TV shows, everything, and then blatantly it's just like that's Marvel. It's
Yeah,
like oh
yeah.
cool, it's Captain
when you
America.
see Cap, it's just like
Yeah, you're like oh that's Captain America. But I think my first like iteration of
Spider-Man
like
was the first superhero. that
knowing of superheroes like that, like it was probably when I read one run of Cap, and someone looked at me and they're like, "You should read the Ed Brubaker run." And so then I read the Ed Brubaker run, and I fell in love with Winter Soldier.
Mm.
And so I was just like, "Dope! I need to read all of this."
You said Brubaker wrong. But whatever.
Brubaker.
Yeah. Ed
Brubaker.
Brubaker.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, I mean, the first
Choose one from
superhero-
DC. How about that? Choose a
It,
DC.
don't,
DC?
don't.
Okay,
don't,
Batman.
Don't put that man into
Okay.
a fucking corner.
Batman.
Batman. I'm Batman. Nah, I've always liked Batman.
Batman is the shit.
Because he's
What was your first like take on that?
the first Batman.
Mhm.
Val Kilmer.
Really?
Val Kilmer's
Okay.
your first Batman, not even the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
That's who.
No,
that's
like
how.
I saw Val Kilmer and then I watched the animated.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's how I started with Batman. Was animated.
Yeah,
series.
animated series for sure.
And that was mainly because my cousin, he was like, "We're gonna watch this." I was like, "Dope." I didn't say that as a kid, but I was like, "This is cool."
Yeah, as a kid, you're like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
And then in your head, though, you're like,
yeah, yeah. But no, like I said, the first like comics I remember, I watched a lot of History Channel, so it was like, this is the story of
Oh, no.
Marvel.
I remember that
Stuff
famous
like that.
documentary about
Yeah, yeah.
comics on History
And
Channel.
they were like talking about the World War II era, the Golden era, and then like the new
Golden Age era of
order.
comics are still great.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are pretty good.
So are Silver Age.
What about you, Megan?
Superhero?
Yeah, a hero in general, I guess. They don't have to
Who's
be.
your favorite hero?
It don't have to be. It don't even have to be
Except
Marvel.
for
It don't even have to be
George
Marvel or
W.
DC.
It does not have to be based in comics.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
True, it doesn't.
It can be Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hercules?
Probably the one that I actually got into on not like a casual level was when I read The Watchmen,
Okay.
and the comedian just really struck many chords.
You're like a real fucked up hero.
I do like a real fucked
Yeah.
Owlman is still one of my favorite
She
heroes,
loves Star
too.
Wars because she fell in love with Darth Vader.
Doop.
This fits
Mama
with
has a
everything about
type.
her. Yes, she does.
Mama has a
Yeah, so that
dark,
The
dark,
comedian
brooding,
raped a
damaged, and
woman.
irredeemable.
Yeah.
absolutely.
this is the thread of my
Dark.
existence.
And then a Vietnamese woman was like, "I'm having your baby," and he just shot her.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
He did.
Not,
Murdered a woman, raped a woman.
Not before she cut his face.
Weird superhero,
Sure.
man. Weird superhero.
Yeah, but even
Alan
when,
Moore didn't hold back, y'all.
Yeah, but even when
What
he
was
forced
your-
it, the woman's his rape victim still loved him. So
When was your first introduction to him?
she
Or, like-
did.
I think I remember I watched the movie and I wasn't that into it, and then I got a hold of the graphic novel and I was like, this is a lot more.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say, I
Right.
read the novel first. and
It's a
then
lot of
watched the
Alan
movie.
Moore.
Then
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I realized, but I think I was like 22. I got a lot of I was exposed to this kind of shit like really late.
Right.
But like movie wise,
It's never too late to be exposed to.
right.
That's-
But I
that's
mean,
the
you know
best
what I
part.
mean. Like
I'm
I didn't.
never too old to get exposed.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
But I
Never too old to expose others either.
You're never too young for a Vietnam flashback.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I didn't like grow up, with
That's
that
fair.
kind of stuff. But I remember like watching Iron Man, like the first Iron Man, and being like, well, I'm gonna watch whatever
years ago.
fucking movies they pump
Yeah.
out of this, and I have from
And here we are now.
fucking start to
Yeah.
finish.
10 years
Yeah.
later.
And here we are now. She's on our podcast.
Well, it's like I say that. It's like I said
She's
it with
considered
Iron Man.
geek.
It's like we can say it with Iron Man, but it's like I fucking grew up watching Blade 1, Blade 2, and Spawn and all that shit too. So it's just like I
and I
grew up
remember-
in this.
And I
Like
remember
it's
watching
crazy.
that kind of stuff, but I didn't have the kind of interest in it that I do now.
Well,
Like I had to develop like an.
It's weird for me
understanding.
to find out later down in life because like I don't remember the Marvel intros on Blade.
That's because they didn't exist.
They did on 3.
Yeah, by
Three,
but they
but-
did not for 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
That was not a concept or thing because the first Blade is the first quote comic book hero movie that like spawned this generation. That predates X-Men.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. So it's in
Does it predate
it wasn't
Spawn?
No, Spawn came out like
It-
96.
first.
right, yeah. But it's like current like Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
Like movie like saga
Yeah,
stuff.
those were like it was like Spider-Man and X-Men were the first to have like the logo on.
Yeah,
it.
not really. It was like Spider-Man like maybe 2, definitely 3.
Plus, I
X-Men
don't remember it
3.
till 3.
No, I thought it was on.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
thought
like
it was on 2 at least. but-
Marvel is a company with like the comic book, like the
Yeah.
page turning thing. No, that wasn't on 1 or 2.
I thought it was. It was on
Not on
2.
1. Not on 1 original release for X-Men or Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Spider-Man over there on DVD.
I see
I watched that movie a lot. Spider-Man 2 is
yeah.
the best Spider-Man movie.
Which one?
Spider-Man 2.
It's
Is that
well,
Doc Ock?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, can confirm.
That's why I love that one, because it's Doc Ock. And
Spider-Man-
it was a
well,
legitimately good movie.
That's just because Sam Raimi's dope, and
It was good.
But
Spider-Man 3 is not a
it's
shit movie.
Also,
Only half of it is.
stipulation on Spider-Man 2. It was the best and the pinnacle that we received to that date. If you were to go to like the pinnacle of MCU compared to Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2 is way the fuck down there.
Yeah.
It honestly no,
Oh, yeah.
go
No, oh,
back
yeah.
go back and watch it. It is your memory like
Of nostalgia.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
well, my
Sure,
thing
and a lot
is,
of
when
it-
it comes
a
to
lot of it.
Spider-Man,
punk ass
No.
Decepticon.
I love, like, when it comes to the 3, it's like, when it comes to 3, if I had to pick 3 Spider-Man movies, it's Spider-Man 2, it's The Amazing Spider-Man 1, and then Homecoming. Like, those are the 3 for me. I'm like, those are the 3 best they've made.
No.
Because
Not in that
one was
order, but
good,
yes.
but I wasn't like, I was blown away because I was young. I was in 5th grade. So it's like, dope. And then 2 came out, and you were just kind of like, I was like, this is really fucking good. And then I remember, like, when 3 came out, we were all at school that day, like, we're all going to fucking watch fucking Spider-Man tonight.
I watched Spider-Man
then-
3 by myself at the theater.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
I walked out and I was just like,
Hey, the Sandman portion of
Made
that
it.
movie
Yeah.
is
Made it.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah.
mean the portion of the movie that Raimi actually had passion for?
Yeah. Before he was forced to write Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
My thing, though, is...
and then, Spider-Man walked on sunshine.
Yeah, he did.
And he swooped his hair down, and that's how he was
Bro.
evil.
It's for the ridiculousness of that entire scene and sequence. I fucking loved it. It was hilarious.
But Felicity
and I
Jones,
laughed
yo.
my ass off.
No, she was in Amazing Spider-Man.
No, it was regular Spider-Man. She was in Spider-Man 3.
No, that's Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yes, but she was also in Spider-Man 3. Well, who the fuck was Felicity Jones in Amazing Spider-Man?
I don't know, Cody. You're the one who brought it up.
She's
Look it up.
she was going to be Black Cat.
What? It's not Selma Hayek.
No, definitely not. No.
I got you.
No,
fam.
no,
Okay, good,
nor,
give me that.
nor Halle
But,
Berry.
I live-
Nora Halle Berry.
I live my life
But-
on IMDb, so
Yeah, that's true. But no,
It's better than living.
with
Life
that,
for
and then
Tomorrow.
Amazing
I just
Spider-Man,
typed in
though,
IMDb
it gave
on
me...
IMDb.
The only thing I will say that I hated about the Amazing Spider-Man 1
Sheesh.
Costume?
is... No, his costume... Oh, yeah, the costume was not great. The best costume we've ever had is Amazing Spider-Man 2. Just that movie was trash. That
I
costume
will
was
agree
dope
with
as
you
fuck.
on the costume. Yes, that was a great
But
costume.
Amazing Spider-Man 1,
I like that movie.
you could have gave me my favorite
The movie's
scene.
fine.
You could have gave me a favorite scene, my favorite scene from a comic in a movie, and you ruined it. Of just like him like looking at him and just being like, "Don't worry, Captain, we're gonna get you to safety. We're gonna get you to safety." And him just looking at him back, "Peter, it's fine. Leave me. Go take care of her."
Yeah.
And then and then after he dies, he could have ripped the mask off. Been like, how the fuck did he know? But no, they didn't do that. They had to fucking be like, "Don't you dare go to get near my daughter. You're a piece of shit." And it's like, yeah, you ruined the best panel in a fucking Spider-Man book of all fucking time. It's like, god damn. It took 71 issues to get to that panel, and it was fucking brilliant.
She's just listed as Felicity in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Dope.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
IMDb.
I didn't know. Carrie
So
Russell
Felicity
was in-
Jones
Yeah.
was
I did-
gonna play Felicity Jones.
Get out.
Apparently.
Get out.
Bro. Dope. But no.
To be fair, she's perfect for that role. Outside
Sure,
of
she
just
would
being
have been
perfect.
a good Black Cat.
Outside of just being perfect. What's up, girl?
You can't see her.
Our
in the shot.
queen. Oh, you can't see her.
Yeah.
That's fine. They know the poster.
Yeah.
Use your imagination. Refer
Look
to
it-
a previous
look it up.
episode.
Hmm. I
But
could
Megan,
just-
continue.
I could
I'm
pull
sorry.
this up
It's
more.
cool,
No,
guys.
that's
Google
pretty
it.
much it. That's pretty much it. I mean,
I went on Spider-Man.
I've always had a weird boner for the comedian.
Any other superheroes?
I could probably find
A close second.
something good about all of them. But that's the one that I tend to I've been most fascinated with that character.
Fair
Every
enough.
single one of them.
I was gonna say he's multi-layered and like, flawed and stuff, so.
He is
Yeah.
a fascinating character.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, he
Oh,
is.
yeah.
All of them
him
are.
and like Dr. Manhattan, and I mean that whole fucking thing. is
Yeah, like I said,
fantastic.
that whole book is just great.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Nicholas?
I'm gonna say
we know what it is on DC side.
The
Nightwing.
Yeah, I was,
Still
I
the
was
same thing.
about to say Grayson.
Grayson. Yeah, Nightwing is definitely my favorite DC hero.
That Nightwing YouTube series is dope as fuck.
What? Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nighthawk?
yeah.
Nighthawk,
Okay.
dude.
Oh, I was about to flip the fuck out. That was amazing.
Miss something?
What?
No,
What?
Yeah,
If
no.
season
Stop
2
the
would ever
podcast.
I was
happen.
gonna say, what do you think of Nightwing being in Teen Titans live action?
Is he supposed to be
I think
in?
he's supposed to.
Yeah, no, he's in it. They showed
I saw the Robin
so
costume.
they show him as Robin. Apparently, after the first 10 minutes of that show, he's not Robin anymore. He's Nightwing.
Whoa, spoilers.
And so
10 minutes, Tom.
and so like he's just gonna like apparently he's gonna get there
Fuck.
and Bruce is going to give him a new outfit. And he goes, "This is your team. You need a new name." And he's
I
gonna
know.
choose the name and he's gonna give him the outfit.
I know Kayla had a massive thigh tattoo.
Yeah.
Just damn girl.
Thigh down to her knee.
Damn,
Way to
girl.
She even got the Illuminati eye on her.
She a
knee.
badass.
But
yeah, no. Nightwing has always been. Maybe I'm not as broody as Bruce is, and Nightwing was always.
but Dick's a good character.
Dick's a
you-
good character
you-
because he's a great compliment to
No,
Bruce.
you just like his ass. Be honest.
True, for sure. Dick's
But-
ass.
No,
Yeah.
I like Dick Grayson because
Best Tumblr.
Like-
I was gonna say the Grayson comic that came out a couple of years
Yeah.
ago. That was.
I
freaking
think
great.
I own
That was
every
great.
issue.
Yeah. I love
It's-
that.
Even the
it's
what?
still,
Even
the
the
new one is still going too.
for a
all
while
new
you
Grayson.
owned, for a while you owned every variant of it.
I did almost own every single.
That
variant.
original
Yeah.
was it issue number 1 that had the pink cover of him with the gun?
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
like
That was
that. And I was
regular
like,
version.
God
Yeah.
damn, that cover is so good.
That was a good comic too. Like it wasn't terrible. Like I enjoyed it because it added a new layer to Dick Grayson. The only problem I have more or less is that Dick hasn't really that DC has legacy characters, kind of like Marvel's now trying to do essentially, where people are just they will always have that title and stuff of some sort, and it's like the mantle. If they would push the story, Dick should be Batman now, like
Yeah.
as Batman. And
Like I said,
it's-
one of my
he,
favorite.
he did get his comic run.
Yeah.
I know.
They did do that.
I know.
And
I love that
that's-
comic too. I own it. And
the whole
and-
the
and
ending to
that's-
that of him
that's-
just shoving
yeah.
the cowl back in his face when he comes through the fucking warp.
I thought-
And he just goes,
But-
"This is
So did I.
fucking yours. Your son's here, by the way."
Shoving
And
the
just walks
cowl.
away. It's like,
Oh.
dope.
but outside of that, there was a phone call, and like Dick is still wearing the cowl in the phone call. Bruce is calling Dick. You have the panel. You have the panels going on, and then it's in the panels. It's like Dick is like, yeah, no, it's. I don't need to be Batman anymore. I need to go back to what is your Batman, and as it's because it's in Incorporated, and so Dick takes off the cowl, and then the next panel, Bruce puts on the cowl. And so
Yeah.
that's the transition back from Dick back to Bruce.
but yeah, no,
And
just
it's a fantastic panel series.
Just that fight between him and Damien, though.
like I
Right.
said, the reason I always liked Dick was because he was the kind of the happy go. Yeah, the reason I love Dick is
I love Dick!
How do I make that my ringtone?
I can make we'll make a voice thing
Alright,
for you.
We'll make this happen, sweetheart.
Anyway,
You underestimate Richard's power.
it's that though he experienced tragedy.
He has the high ground.
Even though he experienced tragedy just as bad as Bruce's, he still has a more optimistic outlook about life, his natural agility because of his background and stuff, and then like I said, his character.
And he gets to fuck a really hot alien.
That's
so.
true. That too. I mean, fuck Batgirl. I mean,
Harley Quinn.
he's fucked him.
In the movie.
Yeah,
like,
In the Bruce Timm series, yeah.
Dick gets ass. All right.
Dick
Dick gets ass. Dick has ass. Dick is ass. Dick gets ass.
But and like and Batman
Boy.
Incorporated and the Grant Morrison run where him and Damian team up, like that's a great Batman. That's where like Robin now is essentially the version of Bruce, but even darker and scarier.
Yeah.
And you have Dick going, how the fuck am I gonna be Batman? Like and tame this little fucking 10-year-old
Yeah.
sociopath.
This 10-year-old that literally wants to murder people with a fucking
Right.
baseball bat.
And
He's
that's
like,
that added so much to his character, and even after like say all this happened in the New 52,
And I'm
then
really
he-
glad that Morrison is the one that fucking was given it.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, X.S. Morrison's a fantastic fucking writer, and then you have Dick then stepping down and becoming a secret agent because he essentially dies or whatever, is fake dead.
Fake dead.
So yeah, so it's just like his character has always just been something I've grown towards because it's just I don't know. I always liked him as a character.
The crossover with the Batgirl 52 series where she
Yeah.
finds out that he's alive still.
And then other than that, other superheroes, the Ninja Turtles. I grew up hardcore with Ninja Turtle stuff.
Chris crossover of all time.
Yeah, I mean, Batman the animated series and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were the two cartoons I owned almost everything from, all the action figures for, and everything. So it's just those.
You bought that 112.
Oh yeah, I did.
Batman,
I
right?
spent $175 on it. Yes.
Dope.
For the extra exclusive variant because I need it in the collection. It is nostalgia essentially from
To me, Kevin Conroy will always be Batman.
that too. Like all the voices from Batman the animated series will be always the voices I hear when I read a comic.
Did you see that they're
He
going
was
to
not my first Batman, but he is my Batman.
They're about to go back to the Timbers with like
Yeah.
that show. I think
I
is
saw
what
that.
it said. Which is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad because like Bruce Timm is writing that new Justice League show, and everyone says the writing is fine, but you can tell that he wrote it for children. It's not like he was writing Justice League anymore. It's like that sucks.
And any honorable mention, Judge Dredd would be in there.
2008.
Even though he's kind of an anti-hero to his extent because he's
Vigilante.
part of a fascist. Well,
not a vigilante.
He technically works for the police.
He's the antithesis of the
Yeah,
vigilante.
he is essentially proto-fascist.
He is literally the law.
I was half asleep. I'm sorry, guys.
I am the law.
I'm glad that we got 3 simultaneous Armand Desante impersonations of Sylvester Stallone.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
One of my regulars got really drunk the other night because I told him that I used to call a bike cop that was on Higdon all the time the judge because his helmet didn't go all the way down, so it only fit right here. And he was bulky and he would walk like that. And that's just Seth being like, I am the law! Over and over again while he was drunk outside with the cops was hilarious.
All right, Cody. Who's your heroes?
Well, man, this is easy. So, DC side is Green Arrow.
I got this. Fuck y'all. I've noticed this
Kevin-
before I asked the question.
The Kevin Smith run is what got me originally because I knew who Kevin Smith was because of Jay and Silent Bob. And I was branching off into more Kevin Smith stuff. So,
Tom, does it make you feel better that?
yeah, does it help you that my first View Askew
hold
movie
on,
was
hold
Jay
on.
and Silent Bob Strike Back?
No,
Hold
it
on.
doesn't, Cody. That's my issue.
Cody, I'm gonna make you feel better. Or not
That's
Cody.
Tom.
Whoever.
Tom,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you feel
That's
better.
Tom.
Go ahead.
Mallrats was the first Kevin Smith movie I ever watched.
That's fine. That was his
Fine,
second
same.
movie. That's perfectly okay.
But yeah, the first one I ever saw was
That's
Jay and
really
Silent
cool.
Bob. And then I branched out and I
Yeah.
watched...
Speaking of comics, you know that Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is actually based on a comic called Chasing Dogma, which chronologically takes place of Jay and Silent Bob leaving Chasing Amy, going to Hollywood, arguing about a movie that was based on the comic book characters of them in Chasing Amy, finding an orangutan, and then coming back towards Red Hook.
God, cross-eyed.
And yeah, exactly. Coming back towards Red Hook, and then it opens up at the beginning of Dogma.
Dope.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Repeat all that.
But,
Yeah,
but no, so like when I started to branch out, like me and Harry
Canon.
were like, oh yeah, he wrote more stuff. So then we watched Clerks, we watched Mallrats, we watched Chasing Amy, all that stuff, and then like I found out that he had wrote Green Arrow, like a year after Jay and Silent Bob, and I was like, oh shit, dope. And so like I started reading it, and I was like, man, I really like it, and like I didn't know what was going on. Because the whole beginning of it, when you first start that book, Oliver Queen is not the Green Arrow. It's Connor Hawke. And then Oliver Queen comes back from the dead and is retaking the mantle and telling his son he doesn't have to do this and everything. And so you're like, oh, this is dope. But then I was a big Green Lantern guy for a long time. And so my dad had found a bunch of books that a buddy was trying to get rid of in not a yard sale, but he was like cleaning out a garage. And he had a ton. He was like, "Hey, your kid likes Green Lantern stuff," and he was like, "Yeah." So he gave him like a ton of Green Lantern, Green Arrow books that he had found. And he was like, "You just take these." And so
Aw.
none of it had any rhyme or reason. Like I think I maybe had 2 full runs in all the books, but it was like I read those so much. I was like, "Fuck, I love these guys. Like this is dope as shit." The Kevin Smith like ones or whatever.
No.
Oh, getting stuff for you.
Yeah.
And then honorable mention for DC is definitely like Animal Man, or Swamp Thing, like stuff like that.
Swamp Thing.
And then Marvel wise, it's Spider-Man, Like
Spider-Man.
Spooderman.
Spider-Man, because I own too much shit that is Spider-Man, and it's bad. Like, but no, like for Spider-Man, the first way I remember reading it was in the 90s, the Venom run. My dad was reading it, and he was like, "Oh, this is really cool," and he wouldn't really ever let me read his comics. And then one day, like, I just kind of like took them all. Me and like one of my best friends when we were little, she was like, "I'm just gonna take them." And she, like, legitimately just walked into his bedroom, opened the drawer where the comics were, took them all out.
That's a really dangerous thing to do.
And, like, just came back into the bedroom and was like, I got them. And so, like, we were sitting there reading them.
Comics, you sure those weren't Hustlers?
Oh, no, we knew where that was, too. We know, legit.
We knew that
he
drawer.
he kept his comics in one place. He kept Playboys in the other. And me and my friend, she was just like, I'm going to go take them. And so, like, we had a box fort. And we took all the porn, and we put it in the box fort, and we were, like, looking at it, and my mom caught us. And, like, told us how bad of human beings we were. And then afterwards, like, after we were out of timeout, she was like, I hid one. And we were like, ha ha! And it was, like, a big thing for a long time. But,
Alright then.
But, yeah, so, but for that, like, I started reading that, so, like, the
Cody
whole...
became a man.
Yeah. Reading the whole symbiote saga.
Your mom teach you how to jerk off, too?
But, like, the whole symbiote saga, and then after that, I didn't really read anything else till I was probably 11 when it came to Spider-Man, other than watching the animated series and watching the movies and stuff. And then I read the Spectacular Spider-Man comic that started.
The MTV Spider-Man series.
It was good. Followed after the first movie.
3D, like,
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And then I watched that, and then after that was I read
Too old, sweetheart.
all of Bendis's Ultimate Spider-Man run. Which is hilarious because Ultimate Spider-Man didn't conclude till I was out of high school when we were in college. And
Ultimate Spider-Man didn't conclude until, 3 years ago?
no, That's Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man ended on 161.
Fine, okay.
Damn, Cody just scolded fucking Tom.
No, first of all, if you really want to be pedantic, Ultimate Spider-Man ended with Ultimatum.
There you go.
And he's supposed to
Fight.
Yeah. And so then you can go back until the actual death of Ultimate Peter Parker, and then Miles takes up.
But yeah, but then the whole last issue of just like me sitting there at Johnny's house, like crying my ass off of just like him walking with Uncle Ben in the suit, like, and him just being like, I had to do it. And he's like, you did good, kid.
Yeah.
You did good. And like Osborn's dead, he's dead. Gwen and like Mary Jane and like Aunt May are like fucking sitting there crying over Peter's body,
Sure.
and then just like, you did good, kid. And that's
Right,
like,
no,
fuck.
if you're gonna be that asshole, Gwen clone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she's dead by this point.
Yes,
so.
she is. She'd already been dead.
Yes.
Probably. Yeah. So because when you
That's
die,
where
the Ultimate
that's when comics start to lose me.
no,
Dude, the Ultimate Universe is a fucked up place.
Yes, it is.
But it's a good place.
Because Ultimate Universe, like, permadeath is permadeath, except when they write it out, like, Gwen's a clone, someone else is a clone, Doctor Doom was actually Doombot, shit like that.
Yeah, because the reason, in the Ultimate Universe, the reason that Miles is an Avenger, or an Ultimate, is because Iron Man and Cap both still feel guilty that Peter is dead. Because they didn't let him become an Ultimate. And if he would have been an Ultimate, they could have helped him beat Osborn, and they didn't. So they hold
like all
that.
the Spider-Verse stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the first part of Ultimate Comics Spider-Man.
But the
Because Jessica finds him, brings him to them, and then she's like, we need to do something about this. And they're like, oh, so give him a suit?
his Avenger trainer is Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, but in Ultimate Universe, Jessica Drew is actually the female clone of Peter Parker, who Johnny Storm actually crushed on, which Peter had a problem with because they were best friends. So, wait, so you're crushing on a clone of me? That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, and Johnny lived with Peter for a while.
Kind of gay.
So it's Ben Frost, Iceman. It's
Ben
Johnny
Frost,
Storm,
Johnny Storm, and Peter Parker.
And then Aunt May was always like, "Suit up, boys, get out, go save the world."
Yep.
So yeah, Aunt May is like the controller of like this like little cadre of superheroes. It's pretty ridiculous.
It's hilarious, man. But yeah, so yeah, and then second honorary mention for Marvel Hawkeye, 100%. So You know,
What's
and Winter Soldier.
Where's he at in Avengers?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
what's your theory,
Bro, he's Ronin?
He's
He's
obviously
gonna show up and save them?
he's obviously Thanos.
He's obviously down.
Doesn't matter.
No, what's gonna get me is
Who is it?
someone's gonna ask who he is.
It was me.
No, holy shit. It was me, Hawkeye. But no, someone's gonna ask, like, he's gonna show up and they're gonna be like, who are you? And he's gonna be like, Ronin. And they're gonna have a stupid fucking joke with the Guardians, I guarantee it, of like, we know a guy named Ronin or some bullshit. And he'll just be like, he'll take his mask off and they'll be like, Hawkeye?
You're just mad because when they make that joke, you're still gonna laugh. No,
They're just gonna be like Clint. They're not gonna say Hawkeye. They're just gonna be like Clint.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, man.
God.
I have a lot of secondaries. And then when it comes to like stuff like you said, like I grew up with the Turtles, I grew up with Battletoads, I grew up with fucking Street Sharks, yeah, come on.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Biker Mouse from Mars. Yeah.
I
Biker
did
Mouse
not,
from Mars.
I never watched that.
Neither did I.
Everybody brings it up that's my age, and they're like, Biker Mice from Mars, man. It's like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about, man.
Own
And then
action
Joe
figures,
showed me
dude.
an episode one day, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
On action figures with the bikes. and
Biker
stuff.
Mice from Mars.
Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
But
it
then,
up.
I'm
but
with
then
you
of
on
course,
that.
I grew up with
That's
like,
the thing, man.
and of course, I
You
grew
ain't
up
90s
with
kids.
Bro.
Imposters.
Bro.
Shark.
But then I grew up with
I owned multiple Bucky O'Hare action figures. Thank you, guys.
motherfucker. I almost bought one the other day because Super 7 does them now.
Yep.
So, but I also grew up with stuff like Power Rangers, VR Troopers, Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad,
Beetleborgs.
Big Bag Beetleborgs, Masked Rider, all that shit. Which, if you look at Masked Rider from when we were children compared to what it was supposed to be, you're like, oh, this is garbage. That's what this is. It's like, hey, we're gonna land on a planet, we're gonna adopt him, he's gonna be our son, but he's an alien. And you're just like, that's
Superman?
that's not what this is. He's a cop. Don't no.
All right, Tom. Tom.
What you got, Tim?
Who's your heroes, Tom?
Bring up
He
show
brought
and
some
tell.
books in,
Bring up
so-
show and
I
tell.
did actually. That's just those are legitimately the first comic books I ever owned.
Really?
By those two. Yes.
Those are precious.
I used to have for this. I used to
It'd
have
be a shame if
a
something
X-Men
happened.
series that was the X-Men First Class series from like
Yeah.
the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That it was Kitty on the cover, and
Yeah.
she was in a black like half tank shirt
Yeah.
and a jacket and these leggings,
Hot.
and it's her like this. I had that book forever. I still have it at the house in this box, and it's still one of my favorite comic covers of all time because it's one of the first ones I bought myself because I did something for my dad at McLaren's, and he handed me money and was like, here you go, you can get something with it when we go to the store. And I was like, dope. So I bought myself 2 comic
Aw.
books. So
Sweet.
So first exposure to like superheroes.
Back in World War II.
Yeah.
He was there for
World War.
Captain America's incarnation.
what comic book
Probably
came
not.
out the day that Blade Runner did?
That's a
What?
great question,
Blade
Cody. That's a
Runner.
Google question that you can ask. Go ahead. No. I'm gonna let you. Go ahead.
Well, keep talking while I
No,
go.
because
ask
I know you like to go.
Okay, Google. What comics came out on the same day that Blade Runner did in 1982?
80. Right? No,
No,
82.
1982.
Sorry. Just trying to make it 2 years older.
Blade Runner and The Thing both came out on the same day, by the way. So
Yes,
you're
I
also
know
a
that.
Thing old.
I know
I
that.
forgot about that.
You're one
Actually,
year
no. The thing came out like 3 days after.
No, same day.
I looked it up this afternoon. The thing came out like June 30th. It was not June 25th.
Anyway.
Yeah, same month,
I
not
didn't,
day.
I didn't have any cool movies coming on. Man.
Hey, don't act like you're controlling non sequiturs, motherfucker. All right.
The same day, a
all
Blade
of you.
Runner comic from Marvel came out, and it was easily forgotten 2 weeks later, is what it
Yeah.
said. So he's still
I'm still
a
one
Blade Runner old.
Still one Blade Runner old.
Can confirm.
Okay. So
Like
yes,
Tears in the
indeed.
Rain.
Like beers in the rain, more like it.
Hey,
Hashtag champion.
Yep.
we are the Hampions.
Ham's beer sponsors.
Please, God bless, please.
So my first exposure to like superhero movies that I can remember is actually.
What superhero exposed itself to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Who
Who was
the
it?
doll?
Where did they touch you?
The
Tim Burton's
Thing?
Batman. Tim Burton's Batman.
89?
Nicholson Joker electrocuting old dude in the boardroom, and watching that death.
See,
Yeah, watching that death. I'm like 7, 8 when I
Good
first saw
stuff.
that. I was like, no, I was like,
That movie
fucking
came out-
traumatized.
so growing up-
that's fucked.
That came out in 89, right?
Yeah,
89.
Yeah.
Yep.
What month of 89?
I don't even.
God, I hope you're one Batman old. Fuck. That shit would be so dope,
I
dude.
could say I could be like I was like probably 4 months old.
But no, my thing with that is
So no, it was seeing that with my cousins like that like traumatized me, but it was after that we saw Batman Returns in the theater, so I did legitimately see that. So I mean, outside of Marty McFly, who is just a ridiculous superhero in and of itself.
True.
He is like, think about it, like it's
kiss
like,
his own mother, y'all.
really think about it, like he's a time traveling like guy that saves his own life and the lives of everyone around him that he actually gives a shit about.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's the definition of a superhero. He
Stole some plutonium from
Exactly,
from some Iranians.
from
But when it comes to Batman,
Libyans,
Libyans.
when it comes to Nicholson Joker, for when I was a kid, didn't think it was scary. Didn't think it. I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Right.
When I was a child, rewatched that shit when I was 20.
but you weren't 7.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I rewatched that shit like I'd moved back into my parents' house, and it was the first day I had my own bedroom again. So I was like, I'm gonna watch Batman then. Fuck it. Legit. I sat down, I watched the Tim Burton Batman, and afterwards, just every time he was like, "Do you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" I was just like, "Do you ever fuck?" I was like, this movie was dark as shit.
Yeah, exactly. So imagine
Right.
being 7 years old in the 80s, so you don't have anything in the 90s to like reference back to be like to compare it to. So this is like the pinnacle of like darkness and fucked up.
March 1.
So that's my first exposure to that. After that, like superheroes in general, Batman the animated series, X-Men the animated series. Hell, Fox Kids had Fantastic Four.
Yep.
They have Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. So it's like I got exposed to Marvel through all of that.
They had Iron Man too.
They did, yeah. But I didn't watch Iron Man during the Fox Kids Saturday stuff.
Nobody
It
did.
was-
Mark,
They didn't watch it
what?
until like 5 years later.
Nothing.
So
Aw.
it's so then I got
You're
introduced to
nothing
Superman. I got introduced to Superman by let's see,
Let's see what
Christopher
came out
Reeve
mine.
Superman, 1 and 2, and then
So
New
my birthday was on
Adventures of
Monday, I
Lois
think,
and Clark.
so.
Oh shit! I know.
Yeah.
I've seen every
Yeah.
episode of
Dean-
the Adventures
yeah,
of Lois and
yeah.
Clark.
Christopher
Oh,
Reeve,
that's a good one.
Christopher Reeve and Dean Cain are my Superman.
Dean
Yeah.
Cain.
No, Dean Cain is my Superman.
Yeah,
forever.
absolutely.
Christopher Reeves, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I've never seen any of the Christopher Reeve
Holy
movies.
shit! Monster Squad came
It's-
out on my birthday.
there you go.
Fuck!
Wolfman's got
No,
nards.
Wolfman's got nards.
That's awesome.
God damn, I love that
Pretty
movie
funny.
I don't
so
watch
much.
Squad old.
So in middle school, based on my love of the X-Men
now I gotta
TV
know.
show, I was at the grocery store, and this is what made Nick realize how old I was.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, in middle school, I remember buying this at the grocery store because it was a turnstile thing for X-Men 2099 issue 1. That's what
Dude,
caught
that
my eye.
Superman with the mullet though.
Right, yeah. So, but that's what caught my eye was the
Oh,
X-Men
yeah.
2099 number 1. So I was like, oh, number 1, dope. Start fresh story. And Nick was like, wait a minute, 94? How the fuck old were you? And I threw my wallet at him, like literally, just took it out, threw it at him.
Tom's old as fuck. Holy
Oh,
shit.
holy shit! Yeah, that was,
Let's do that Superman mullet.
So
Let's do
that's
that Super
that
mullet.
sparked
Super mullet.
Utley's favorite game of guess how old Tom is.
Guess how old Tom is.
But yeah, so that's my first issue of Superman, which was the last issue of the Macro Series reign of the Superman after the Death of Superman run.
Mm-hmm.
It's the very last issue.
And then they finally
Like-
caught up.
Yeah,
recently.
it's weird. Yeah, exactly. But that was my first like issue proper of Superman outside of Dean Cain stuff. And so,
Apparently,
you know,
the biggest release in '91 was I've been thinking about, or was the one and only. No, hold on, Drop Dead Fred.
this guy.
I'm
I'm
a
a
drop-
on your
Drop
birthday?
Dead Fred old.
But on your birthday?
On my birthday.
Oh, there it is.
How about you, Nick? What movie got released on your birthday?
There, well, it doesn't
Because
have
if you
a.
have one, then we'll
Does it
just
have-
make a shirt that's
I
like,
Oh
think he doesn't-
no!
Yeah.
Fuck that shit! I'm a Lupin the Third Castle Count Lyoko old bitch. Let's go.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Listen,
I like that better.
Listen,
respect that.
listen, I got tons actually, tons.
For
alright?
your actual day?
Well, I can't find
Bro,
20th. Like, how do you
bro.
find the exact
Here,
day?
let
I'm
me-
a Secret of the Ooze old.
Well, that's what I'm.
Holy
When's
shit!
your birthday?
I'm a
January
Secret of the
20th,
Ooze
1990.
Hold on.
wait, was this on the day?
Movies.
4/12?
old. Yeah, 91.
Oh, La Femme Nikita.
Well,
Really?
The Doors.
Bro, there's a lot of good movies on my birthday, but
right,
count
yeah.
Nothing. Nothing came out January
Well,
Castle
20th.
That's what I'm
Lyoko.
saying. Like,
Nothing.
it's on a different day.
You guys both suck.
All right, hold on. Movies released in 1990.
Castle Count.
Well, there's tons that were released in 1990. I
But
can be.
not on his actual
I can be.
birthday.
I can be total
I'm a
recall
Jelly
year
Lupin
old.
old, bro.
What's your actual month?
January 20th.
January 20th. All right, hang on.
We both have looked.
Oh, you're on
This will actually
Okay,
help,
so maybe it's the 20th thing.
Well, yeah, it's like an exact.
Oh, and then just so y'all are clear,
That was
because
that
Tom
far
was here
below.
for this joke last night, it gives me an ad for Redbubble at the bottom, and it still knows me because it's Sad Shinji.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
Holy shit, no, the first thing that it offers me is getting the fucking robot Shinji.
Kayla,
Yes.
it's your birthday.
April 29th.
All right, this makes for bad video like podcast
Thank you.
material. So let's.
Finish your story, go.
I mean,
What about the Superman book?
I told you it was the
Oh.
first like Superman comic I ever had. It was the
Okay.
last issue of that run, and it was in the 6th grade at the time. I was just
Okay.
like, yeah, no, Superman, fuck yeah, and I bought that. And I
How
was
about
just
this?
like, oh,
What's the
yeah,
first
yeah.
comic you remember buying? Like, for yourself, that you were like, yeah, cool. 'Cause I told you mine was that one that had
I know-
Kitty Pryde on the cover.
I know what
loved
my
it.
first comic was.
Okay.
It was a PSA for smoking. No, I'm dead serious. PSA for smoking with Spider-Man, Storm, and Luke Cage.
Okay.
I think I might still have it at my parents' house. But yeah, it was like Spider-Man and Luke Cage and Storm being like, "Those people are smoking. Beat them the fuck up."
First of all, very first advertisement in that.
Don't smoke.
No.
Oh, Meet Sally.
Meet Sally, Nightmare
Damn.
Before
A
Christmas.
Nightmare Before
Wow.
Christmas ad.
The first comic book I remember wasn't even like a main comic book story. It was just like some off characters. I don't even know the name of it. But I just remember
there we
reading
go.
it, being like, "This is interesting."
Yeah.
But
Stridex
Stridex.
ads.
I think it was like a dollar store like comic book maybe. So,
Dude, yeah. That's a ridiculous fucking ad.
but the main
right there.
like
Nothing for Kayla either.
the main comic I remember
The Secret of
buying
You is old, y'all.
Shut up, Johnny.
for myself.
Why is that not loading? I don't know.
I think I bought Watchmen for myself. That was like the first major graphic novel I bought.
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna.
I didn't.
I thought possibly the
I didn't read
my birthday lands on the inauguration of the
actual
president
books.
every year, so I thought I was about to be George H.W. Bush year old.
I'm on George H. Old, y'all.
One George Senior Bush old.
I could think of worse presidents to be associated
I'm
with.
alright.
Yeah.
All the
Uh,
babies born last year.
Well, how about how about this though? To go with favorite superheroes, because we brought up a lot of writers. Who's your favorite writer that can write something that could be about a superhero?
Oh, Grant Morrison.
Morrison, anything I've read from Dan Slott with Spider-Man,
Yeah,
I've
Dan
never
Slott's
not
Spider-Man's
enjoyed.
dope.
I've never not enjoyed.
Shout out to Gerard Way for putting all those fucking characters in that book too, though, for Spider Verse.
Oh yeah. That the SPDR
Yeah.
book for Intro to Spider-Verse. That was a great one.
Yeah.
Brian K. Vaughan's.
I was about to say it's got to be Brian K.
But
Vaughan
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
My favorite
That's
writer
easy.
is George Lucas. George Lucas.
So Megan, we would assume Alan
I
Moore in
don't
this situation.
Sure, I don't have an opinion.
Who's your favorite author?
I don't have one. What? I know.
The person that does 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh God.
But no, yeah, it's like
Who does write that book? Seriously.
damn.
chick.
Now I gotta choose one. This is hard, y'all.
I can't think of her name.
She wrote a story.
Okay,
on a
wait,
fan
what
fiction
month?
site.
Yeah.
What month?
January.
January.
20th, 1990s.
Now this is hard because you said Brian K. Vaughan, so I don't want to say K. Vaughan.
Trimmers.
I figured you.
You're one trimmers.
I'm one trimmer year old.
January 19th, 1990.
Ah, okay, close enough.
There you go.
See, Cody, I would say you would probably say Brubaker, wouldn't you? But
I like Brubaker, but my problem is
No, you like.
I like
Matt
Brubaker.
Fraction.
Yeah, Fraction.
You do like
I do
Fraction.
love Fraction.
What's your month?
What?
What's your month?
91 April.
April 91. Okay.
No, like I said, dude, I'm a secret of the years old.
That's fine.
Yeah, probably Fraction. Let's get real here. Hawkeye, Sex Criminals, Satellite Sam, all that shit was super dope. West Coast Avengers, super dope. Not Luke Cage, fucking Iron Fist. His Iron Fist run with Brubaker. So there's that.
Spoiler alert.
How long have we been going?
about an hour,
Long enough.
almost an hour.
Are we cutting it at an hour now?
No,
We've been
trying to go shorter.
Last episode we went long because we were
drunk.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
But no, it's I don't know. Yeah, Fraction, definitely.
Who's your favorite villain?
Oh fuck.
Real quick, day of 91?
12.
April 12th.
The secret of the world.
Alright.
Villain. Oh man.
April 26th, Toy Soldiers.
Oh.
Sean Astin's like...
Wait, not 91.
No, that came out.
Yeah. No, you're thinking of
Oh,
Toy Soldiers. You're
Small
thinking of
soldiers,
Small soldiers.
Small
I was thinking
soldiers.
small
I
soldiers.
was-
I was like,
thinking small
no, we were in kindergarten or
soldiers. I was
first
like,
grade when
no,
that shit came
95,
out.
96.
No,
'cause-
Toy Soldiers was a Sean Astin, Will Wheaton, Louis Gossett Jr. vehicle.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Someone else gave Will Wheaton work.
Will Wheaton. Yes.
Other than Geek and Sundry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dude, it's
Best Star Trek character.
Toy Soldiers is actually like just a decent, like ridiculous early
I
90s.
think it was like 98, 99, I think.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah, no, Small Soldiers was like 98, 99.
Dope. Yeah, favorite villain.
Why do I gotta go first?
Because you brought it up.
No,
No, he
brought
did.
it up.
Favorite villain.
Because you're easy to pick on.
I guess so.
Always.
Yeah.
He is.
You're further from the left. It's your own fault for placement on the camera.
Yeah. Sounds like you fucked up.
No,
Now you
I'm
fucked
fine.
up.
What about you, Tom?
No,
What
mine.
about me? It's Superior Spider-Man.
Superior Spider-Man's your favorite villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, because he's technically Doc Ock.
Well, yeah, because he's even as a hero, he does things for selfish reasons, and even at the end,
Here's my thing.
Ock realizes that Peter Parker is a Superior Spider-Man.
Marvel, it's Doc Ock.
Mhm.
100%. DC is Thriller.
Joker. I mean, he's iconic. There's just no getting
Yeah.
around the Joker's madness.
Everyone that's pissed off at anyone that says Jared Leto's a bad Joker can fuck off.
He's not a bad Joker.
No.
I don't mind their iteration of him.
Now,
personally.
if you want to include Alan Moore's Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, the Toymaker actually.
Toymaker's a good one.
It just cause like MASH, just like straight up like, yeah, no, send you a box of a toy and it's just a fucking bomb and you die. Like straight up, just immediately.
No,
like,
Toymaker-
dead.
Toymaker in
That's like some San
Arrow
Antonio
was a
stuff,
good
right?
episode.
Yeah.
And people were like, this is such a shit episode. I was like, this is a dope episode.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? And then the Toymaker and Young Justice was a good episode too.
Yeah.
So people can fuck off. Calendar Man.
Yeah.
Two-Face, or DC, I'll say Two-Face.
Okay.
That's
I believe,
very-
like
that's
we
very
said on the
good.
podcast the other night,
We
I believe in Harvey Dent.
I'm still not convinced that Harvey in a way Out is not Harvey.
I just think it's hard. Like DC, Batman has such the greatest rogues
Yeah.
villain category that it's hard not to pick up Batman villain.
Well, for
The-
Batman,
the-
for Batman, it
the
was
Flash
Outside of
Yeah.
Batman,
Flash has great rogues
no.
too.
When it comes to
but
Flash,
they just
though,
don't. They just don't.
Captain Boomerang.
outside of Batman, I would say Brainiac.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay, that's fair. Like he was a big villain in for Justice League
Yeah,
cartoon
yeah.
and stuff. I mean,
I only
Ooh.
know I can hear that from you.
You know who would be a good villain if we're going all around? Vandal Savage, man.
Vandal Savage is a good one. DC 1 Million, man. He's
Right.
he's the ultimate villain of DC 1 Million.
I have to
Written
think
by
of
Grant
Marvel.
Morrison.
Fucking, I don't know Marvel.
well, that's because Marvel doesn't have good villains.
No.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't.
Victor Von Doom says, fuck you.
Well, Victor,
Yeah.
you know what? Fair enough. Victor Von Doom does make top lists.
No,
of
right
all
now I'm
the
just
villains.
going
Magneto.
to the MCU
Yeah.
being like, what was
But
the good villain?
that's like one.
Mad
It's just like-
Hydra.
But it's Madam
You know
Hydra is
what?
more a consistent villain.
You know what?
Magneto is
I know-
Magneto's
I know
literally
Marvel.
like
Right.
He is Magneto's only a villain depending on what perspective you're taking on his
Yeah.
character arc.
U.S.
Right.
Agent?
How
How do you look at that?
No, I,
do
I,
you
got,
look at
I got my
that's
Marvel
true.
villain.
do you look at U.S.
I
Agent
got it.
as a villain? Because technically he's Hydra.
That's true.
I'm
That
gonna,
is true.
I'm going to say Red Skull for Marvel.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to be pedantic, thanks to Nick Spencer, so is Captain America.
Yeah.
The
Thank you,
only-
Nick Spencer.
Yeah,
that was a
right.
great
Yes,
run.
please.
Kill
The
yourself.
only actual
Yeah, you know what? No. Greatest Marvel supervillain? Boomerang.
Boomer.
Thank you, Nick Spencer. Superior Post of Spider-Man.
Dude,
man.
Superior Post Spider-Man is a good fucking book.
Greatest
How are
fucking
y'all the
book ever.
Sinister Six? Because we're the Sinister Six. There's 5 of
There's
you.
only 5
so?
of you. Yeah. It's, would you rather split this 6 ways or 5 ways? We've gone over this. It's more money per person.
We
Why?
are the Sinister Six.
Just call yourselves the Sinister Six. It's an established name. Get the fuck over it. Yeah.
So, look, dude, It's a fucking dope
yeah,
book.
it's so great. Even when Iron Fist and Luke Cage bust into the thing, it's like, yeah, yo, Sinister. Wait, there's only 5 of you. What the fuck?
Yeah,
It's like,
and
no.
them discussing it between each other is like, they're the Sinister Six, but there's only 5. Where's the 6th one?
It reminds me of Critical Role right now.
So great.
Oh, man.
Because their group is called the Mighty Nine, but there's only 7 of them.
Yeah,
of them.
exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And every time it's because the entire series is narrated by Boomerang in retrospective.
Yeah,
And
holy shit.
every time he introduces a new character, he's
Like you
this
said,
guy,
though,
right?
it's hard not to pick a Batman villain. If you had to go Rogues Gallery, who are you picking for Rogues Gallery?
Greatest
Tom,
just
quick
collection
question
Rose
though.
Gallery.
Oh, the greatest
Boomerang,
rogue gallery of
like
any.
Jai Courtney Boomerang.
Jai Courtney Boomerang is great
because
Boomerang.
It's yes, but that is Captain Boomerang from DC.
Here we go.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
okay.
Joe.
Okay.
Jai Courtney is the best fucking actor that they could have chose for Boomerang, and you're wrong.
And thank you,
You
Cody.
hear him coming.
Thank you, Cody. We just lost a fucking viewer and subscriber.
Dude, no, we were talking about it at lunch the other
Does he
day.
listen to this?
Yeah, he does.
Who knows? But Joe,
He told me
Joe
he
finally
does.
listens. He's gonna leave the fucking
No.
toy thread. Yeah.
No, here's my
yeah,
thing,
he's
though.
gonna cut
When I brought it up
Cody
the other day, I
everything.
went, "How do you know Jai Courtney's not a good Boomerang? You've never watched the movie." And he stops and goes, "And I won't, Cody, but Jai Courtney's a shit actor, so fuck you." And I looked and I went, "Yeah, but that's the best best DCEU movie
No.
so far, so who gives a shit?"
No, you just look at him and go, "That's not an argument." That's not an argument.
I had a guy the other day, he was wearing a Justice League t-shirt. It was the one with the...
I know for a fact that Joe will go to your car and beat the shit. out
it was
of
the
you.
Darwin Cook Justice League shirt that they're selling at GameStop.
I love you saying
And I was like, "Dude, that's a dope shirt." And he was like, "Oh, thanks, bro."
Is that
And I
the one
was
with all the faces that look
Yeah.
like the...
no, that's the one I have.
Oh, okay.
Man,
But either way,
All right,
he was...
First of all,
stop.
give me that.
I'm
fucking
putting it
can.
on the top
I
of my
don't.
deck.
No, you're not getting a tower anymore.
Aww.
That's,
But either
that's an
way,
audio
I was like,
nightmare.
"That's a dope shirt." And he goes, "Cool. You like Darwin Cook?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he was like, "Dope. Movie fucking sucked." And I went, "Yeah, movie did fucking suck."
We thought it was okay.
It was okay.
Alright.
It's not good.
Alright.
It's not good.
No.
It's not Barry Allen.
We've talked about
I
it.
know.
Yeah, it's
Hashtag watch episode...
let it go, let it
Let it
go.
go.
I don't remember.
What about you? Your favorite villain?
Villain.
Is it Darth? Is it Vader?
I mean,
The big
But
V?
is Darth Vader a villain?
The big
she,
V?
No, she already answered. It's the comedian.
Comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's your favorite hero and villain.
Because he was a public hero but a private villain.
Now,
Ozymandias is a pretty good villain, though.
Ozymandias is a great like.
Oh,
Ozymandias is
Ozymandias.
technically one of the best villains because he
Yes.
got away with everything.
Yeah.
He did. He was also correct.
Now the
Yeah.
only
That's kinda cool.
comic book that I actually owned as a child was a Rocco's Modern Life comic book, and Ed Bighead was a
Just-
pretty fucked up.
Just
Villain.
when I thought I could not love you anymore.
Dude, Rocco's Modern Life is a shit, homie.
It's
He was a sex operator.
fantastic.
I know, I know.
Mrs. Bigot?
Mrs. Bigot.
Such a
Ooh baby, ooh baby, ooh
Oh.
baby, ooh baby.
And the fact that I
Rocco?
didn't catch that as a
Me-
child.
I don't know. All those '90s fucking
Dude.
cartoons.
Ren and Stimpy.
We used to
Oh.
prank. Do you remember like prank calling the sex lines when we'd all do sleepovers and
what?
shit?
I don't remember that.
Dude, shit was hilarious. Until my mom was like, "Why are there like $2 charges here and there and shit like that?"
Because you guys were on the phone for a millisecond.
Yeah, it was just like, "Oh, you're an idiot," and like hang up and shit. Like, cause you're like 10, you're like, "Oh, fuck you," and you hang up and you're just like, "Ah, that's hilarious." But then you're like, "Oh yeah, that probably costs money."
Favorite villain
So-
outside of Joker though in the Batman setting,
Mhm.
Clayface.
Okay.
Isn't that still
Wait.
a Batman villain?
Well, I mean, outside of like
he
out-
said in the Batman.
Oh.
in the Batman, outside of Joker being like
Oh,
the
okay.
main villain.
Who would you say for Rogues Gallery then?
When you like just the best Rogues Gallery?
Mhm.
Yeah, obviously it's Batman.
No, but yeah, you're also biased. So
I am biased, but in
now, if you took Dick Grayson's cock out of your mouth, excuse me, his butthole out of your mouth.
look,
Explicit tag. You're welcome.
because
Which
Spider-Man
is-
has a great Rogues Gallery as well,
He does.
but there's been more stories written tremendously better under the context of Batman and his rogues than any other, in my opinion.
Best Batman run that's not Grant Morrison.
I actually really like the newest
Snyder?
Capullo one, like
Greg Capullo?
like his
The one with him and Snyder?
him and Snyder, yeah, that
Yeah.
did
Snyder was good.
Because Steiner technically did the writing.
That did. I mean, even though New 52, a lot of people hated the New 52. I thought that was a great.
That was fun.
Issue 17 to 36 for Green Arrow. Some of the best Green Arrow stuff that's ever been written.
I thought that was.
Fight me.
Yeah.
Change
No,
my mind.
okay. And you know what?
If the editorial staff had been on point and accurate,
I don't remember
and
who-
together with New 52, then it could have
Batman
been
did not have a bad
fantastic-
issue.
I will thank my roommate for this. Actually, the story of Nightfall, like Nightfall storyline. I actually own all 3 giant books, volumes of
I
Nightfall.
almost bought those a couple
They're good. I have volume 1 and 2.
with that.
The only problem is I don't have volume 3 for it because I forgot to buy it before they redid the fucking logo.
Because-
So now the new logos are out. But
Be-
Books A Million restocked a bunch of stuff the other day with old logos, and there was a volume 3, so if it's still there.
Because in that series as well, Nightfall gives me one of my other favorite low tier Rogues Gallery characters, Firefly.
Firefly's a good character.
Firefly is a good
no
because-
matter what book he's in.
Because that whole story arc, like I said, he pretty much has to fight every single one of his villains again, and Firefly's introduced, and I really like
That's why I
Firefly.
like the Hush. That's
Oh,
why-
Hush
is a great
oh,
book,
fuck,
dude.
That's another great story. God
Long Halloween.
damn. Long Halloween is. I don't think it's that good personally.
I love it.
I
That
like
whole
the
trilogy.
I like the concept. I didn't per se like the really artsy art to it, like the
Artsy part.
yeah. it's
The
just-
Jim Lee style art to it.
Well, no, Jim Lee didn't do
It was-
Halloween. No, Jim Lee did Hush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Who did?
Long Halloween.
Hold on. I'm gonna Google it because I need to know.
Long Halloween was that really I don't. It was super. Just I don't know, super artsy.
Tim Sale. It's Tim Sale.
Yeah, like
He's another great
it looks cool now, but it's just to me it was just never. It never caught my attention as a kid. It was just
Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale.
Yeah, Jeff Loeb.
Ooh,
was
Loeb.
nice.
Hell yeah.
I love Loeb.
The whole Loeb Sale series, though, the whole
this whole
trilogy.
time, haven't you?
Good.
Anything they do together is great.
Yeah.
Nah.
Who you Snapchat?
Yeah, because they also did
They
they did Haunted Night together, and they did.
It's not me. I'll be very upset.
I don't remember what the third one is. Dark Victory. Dark Victory and Haunted Night.
It's definitely Tom.
It's definitely Tom.
It's definitely Tom.
Oh.
Obviously, Tom, because my phone was just exploding. With
But yeah,
everything.
no, because my thing with the Long Halloween is the Falcone story with Inside.
No, I think
It's
it has
great.
it has some great little side stories that all fit together, and I
the
think
Calendar Man stuff in it, everything.
yeah, I think it's a cool concept.
Introducing reintroducing California Man as
Yeah.
just the Hannibal Lecter of the
Right.
DC universe is pretty wild and
Right.
insane. And what was it?
It was just great
Arkham
'cause-
City took that and just fucking ran with
Well,
it.
my
Right.
thing is, I had never heard of it until it was 10th or 11th grade. And Dewey Farmer walked up to me, and he was like, dude, have you not read Long Halloween? And I was like, no. And he goes, okay. Literally, the next day brings me Long Halloween and goes, take your time. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, no, I don't care. When I get it back.
But he still has that comic to this day.
No, he got it back.
Cody's
I have
lucky.
the coolest shit cover of
He
Long
has
Halloween.
actually never.
I have the
returned
new
it.
cover of Long Halloween.
Never read it.
Never actually
which
read it,
I
yeah.
say it's the coolest shit cover. Hate the new cover for Long Halloween that I have. I wish I had Dewey's cover of Long Halloween because they have the trilogy where Long Halloween was the blue
Yeah.
cover, the other one was the orange cover, the other one was the red cover. Now they're just montage covers and it looks shitty. But yeah, it's I remember taking that home the next day. I didn't read it. He asked me all week, "Hey, you gonna read? You've read it yet? You read it yet?" And I was like, "You told me to take my time. I'm not in the mood to read." And I was sitting home. We were out of school that Friday, and I was like, "Well, I don't really have anything to do." And so I just sat there and I was like, "Well, I guess I'll start reading this." And I just laid there and I was like,
sat for 12 hours and didn't read it.
No. I sat there and I didn't stop reading it. I literally sat there and my mom was like, "Are you gonna do anything?" And I was like, "No, I'm just gonna do this." And so she
what
made
I'm doing.
dinner. I ate dinner and I went right back to reading it. And after it was over, I was like, "Fuck, that was a good book." Holy shit! I was like, "That was great."
It never takes me very long to read comic books for some reason.
Some it does for me, some it doesn't. Satellite Sam is one of those that I have to be in a mood. If I'm okay, I want to read it, and then I'll sit there and I'll read
I always
it.
have to read a comic
If
twice.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
and I think it's because of the kind of person I am, and when it comes to how I
Dude.
take in art, I know this is a random sidebar,
Mhm.
but think about this, because something the other day,
Like we haven't had enough of
shut the fuck up, Tom.
That's all it's been.
I love you. I miss all you bastards.
For you.
No,
Bitch.
but no.
Bitch.
I was gonna go. I guess
I love you,
I was
bitch.
trying to make analogous analogy
An
comparison.
analogy.
Yeah.
An analogous comparison.
Yeah, an analogy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. When I listen to music, I don't ever hear the lyrics first. Like I'm the consumption of what's being played.
Yeah.
And I have to listen to a song like several times before I ever notice what they're saying in a song. And when it comes to comics, I can be reading the words and stuff, but I'm really paying attention to the artwork. Like that thing is what draws me to like, am I going to really enjoy this comic?
I'm the opposite when it comes to a comic. I read it first, and then I'm like, wait, how did that happen? And I'll go back and flip through it, and I'll start reading again. But then after I read a panel, I sit there and I'll take in the panel or the page, and then I'll finish reading. Because there'll be times where I'm like, wait, how did he hurt that person? And I'll have to go back to be like, oh, okay, cool, that's how it happened. Look at that.
Bam, boom.
Oh,
Pow.
boom, pow.
Yeah.
I treat comics like I do movies. I just kind of
Enjoy them.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Take them in.
Yeah.
No, I just like
Digest.
I just like broaden my vision and just like take everything in as a whole and then just like go from there. And then
Separate blood holes.
yeah, exactly. It's just like all coming in at once. Just
Take it all in at once.
yeah, absolutely.
So I have another thing to add to it.
If you hesitate, then it just hurts.
When was the last
Gotta
time
go
you
quick.
were surprised
just gotta go.
by a book?
Surprise? Saga. Every time I read one.
Fair. Because I can tell you right now, the last time I was surprised is when we were at Journeys. It's been like 4 years ago. You brought... I had only read the first part of the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo saga. And you brought volume 2. And you were reading whatever I brought. And you brought that, so I read it. And I remember because Milton had let me read the first part of it. And I was like, this shit's dope. I love this. And I read that. And at the end of it was the annual. And it was the Mr. Freeze. To where you're like, oh, I know what Mr. Freeze is about. I know it. And then like at the end, it's like him look at him and be like, Freeze, it's Bruce. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, your wife is dead. Like, what are you doing?
Some people
and
don't
it
like-
being
some people
Bruce, and it being Bruce that was the
That's
one
fair.
that froze her and everything because Bruce like was like, I love her and shit like that. And like, so he took care of it. And it's like, oh fuck. And so Mr. Freeze, it's acting like he's the Mr. Freeze from the series is from before, but because of the universe change, his entire story had changed, and he was a different villain, and you're like, oh fuck, he's crazy. It's Stockholm.
A lot of people
Like
did not
reverse
like
Stockholm.
that. I know a
Oh,
lot
I
of people.
know.
Addison absolutely hates it.
No, I know a lot of people that hate it.
I
and
do
I'm just
not-
like, it's brilliant.
I didn't mind it. I thought it worked fine.
Like the whole, he's just
part
obsessed
of
with
that
her.
part of
and
that
so,
comes from Addison's a hater, but also because he's the nerdiest of comic book nerds among us, and so he can have like legitimate like things.
Gotta go hit that vape, huh?
No, I have to pee. For the love of Christ.
Yeah, well, you
So
just
you're
left your
just
seat.
gonna
You didn't
have
go
to,
see
like-
that.
I don't know how this is gonna
But
work.
I don't know either, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Turn the fan
no.
on. Oh no! Hold your liquor better, Cody.
Well, guys, we're totally glad that you joined us
Yeah, it's
this
a great
evening.
episode.
It was a decent episode.
It was.
I hate that we didn't get Megan to talk more.
I mean, I
We totally
talked
picked
a little bit.
we picked a shit topic for her this week.
As
so,
per usual.
As per
Yeah.
usual,
I've just
she's
been
definitely
nervous.
the big. She's definitely the biggest moral support we have
No, like
here.
I said, I wanted us to pick a topic that way we don't lose half our audience.
That's fair. So we'll be a lot better
Make
about
them
that
curious
next
us.
week. In the meantime, check us out at Pack of Geeks on Facebook /Pack of Geeks. Check us out on Instagram /Pack of Geeks.
At Paco Geeks.
At Pack of
Twitter,
Geeks.
at Paco Geeks.
Yeah.
SoundCloud.com/Pack-of-Geeks.
Pornhub Pack of Geeks.
Pornhub Pack Geeks. That's right. That is a
Maybe
Maybe a Reddit subreddit at some point.
Yes. Yes.
we're definitely gonna have a Pornhub. Definitely.
But thanks again for listening to us act like a bunch of freaking rword.orgs, and you have a great week. I'm
Cody.
you're
I'm Richard.
and you are
Megan.
and you are
And Tom.
I'm the wild card, and I brought you this episode this week. You hear me, brother? Oh yeah, let's do this.